Hey everybody, it's me, Dr. Christina Hibbert again. And as I promised yesterday, today I am going to share with you step 2 in how you can make this your year of personal transformation, and also the number one key to personal transformation in all areas of your life, including the mental, emotional, physical, social, and spiritual. This is the best thing that you can ever learn to do for your personal transformation. I'm going to share that with you in just a few minutes. But first, let me recap what we talked about yesterday. Obviously, we talked a little bit about some of the reasons why we can't seem to find that transformation we want, why we can't make the change and grow in the ways that we want. I shared my top 5 reasons and a few ideas for how to overcome some of those things. Then I shared with you step 1, which was seeing the bigger picture, right? And I encouraged you to take some time to sit still and to really give some deep thought to your what of what you want to transform, your why, that deeper why of why is this so important to me? What's really driving me to do this? And number 3, to start to think about and ponder and research some of the how. Now, as I said yesterday, that was the bigger picture, and I linked it to kind of a metaphor of taking a picture. And we are now going to zoom in today, and step 2 is to zoom in close, to take a look at the specifics that we need to begin to understand the steps that we need to take in order to get where we want to be, and that means setting goals. Now, we've all talked about goal settings and heard about it a million times. We've all set goals. Some have worked, some haven't. It's important to think about this though, and this is one thing that I really love about the whole idea of change, is that change is not meant to happen boom like that for most of us, for most things. So right there, we can just get that off the table. Our goal can't be, I'm going to sleep better. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to be kinder. Those are good starting places, but those aren't actual goals. Those are ideas. So how do you take an idea, our what we want, that I said yesterday to figure out, so that what, how do we take that what and the why that's driving it and really create that how? And that's what goal setting is all about. And so I just want to briefly share with you SMART goal setting tips, which is a great acronym for how to set goals to remember, SMART. So first, the goal needs to be specific. That means being able to narrow it down. Again, it can't just be this general thing, but if you want to begin exercising, then we need to say, okay, specifically, what am I going to do to start doing this goal? Right? That's specific. Then we have M for measurable. We need to be able to measure our progress. So when I set goals with my kids, which we always do at the new year, and I have them set their own personal transformation goals for the year, I always have to have them come back and keep coming back because they're learning how to make them measurable. They might say, I'm going to be nicer. Well, how are you going to measure that? How are you going to tell? In what ways? First of all, specific. What ways are you going to be nicer? And then how are we going to measure that? Maybe we keep a chart, and I'm going to rate my progress each day. Or maybe I'm going to ask for feedback from somebody else to measure that. That's the second one. SMA is attainable. How often do we set goals that are completely unrealistic or not attainable for where we are in life right now or what we really are all about? I would say we do that quite often. I think a lot of times we set a goal that we really want to achieve, but it's not the right season of life for the goal. So we need to figure out, is this attainable for where I am right now? Is this going to be possible? And if not, then how can we change the goal in order to be something that is attainable, or save that goal for a season of life when it's more attainable? If you're a young parent, you're not going to be able to have as much time as you will when your kids are older, let's say. So is it attainable to fulfill that dream and that goal right now when really you don't have the time to do it? So that's number 3. Number 4, SMAR, R means relevant. This goes back to that why I had you figure out yesterday. If you don't know your why, your deeper why, and again, it's a big thing. It's going to be your family. It's going to be your health, your faith, your growth and development, something big that's really driving why you want this personal transformation. And so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about relevant. Make sure that your goals and the how that you're doing it is relevant to your why. So if you're setting goals to, let's say, get in better shape, then you want to make sure if you're trying to get in better shape because you want to be healthy, because you just had a diagnosis given to you and you don't want to be ill, or you want to have the energy you need for your family, well, that's going to be a different kind of why to transform into your goal setting than I want to lose weight because I want to look good in my jeans, right? So make sure that whatever your goals are, that they're relevant to where you are, to what matters to you, and to what you're trying to achieve. And number 5 is time bound. That's the T. So make sure that you have a time limit when you're going to check in and see how you're going when you want to achieve this goal by. If you don't achieve it by then, no problem. It's just sort of a guideline for you to keep you motivated, because time really does help us to stay motivated when we know that we only have a specific amount of time. Now, those are the SMART goal setting tips. And now I want to reveal to you how you can take these tips and step 1 and step 2, and the number 1 thing you can do to get that personal transformation that you desire in all areas of your life. And drum roll, you're not going to like this, but exercise. Exercise is the number 1 habit for physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual health. And if you don't believe me, let me share just a few bits of the research. Exercise is obviously associated with weight loss and weight control, which is a huge reason why most people start exercising, but it does so much more than that. It can prevent and treat many physical illnesses, including certain types of cancer. It improves our sleep, so we'll sleep better. It leads to greater energy. And truly, if we want personal transformation in any area, we need energy in order to be able to stick with what we're trying to do. It also can help us mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. And this is where a lot of people forget. Exercise literally changes our brain. It makes our brain healthier. It makes it stronger. It gives it more energy and capacity. Helps us to think more clearly, to understand things better, to process our emotions better, which leads to a better mood, feeling happier. Who doesn't want that? Being able to help us manage stress and reduce stress in our life. It can also help to alleviate symptoms of certain mental illnesses like depression and anxiety, and even bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. It can also help with things like heartache, grief, addiction. These kinds of things are all benefited by exercise, but it's not just that even. Exercise has also been shown to improve our relationships, especially when we exercise together with our families or partners. It can increase our sense of self-esteem and self-worth, and it increases our spiritual connection. And overall, exercise has been found to increase life expectancy and life satisfaction in amazing ways. And I've seen this not only in my own life, but with many friends and clients. I want to tell you about one, Barb, who was given a diagnosis of a heart problem, and because of the heart problem, couldn't have any more children. And Barb had been through a lot. She had had many miscarriages, had been trying for years to have a big family, finally had 3 children, and then was told she couldn't have any more. She was grief-stricken. She was unhealthy because her heart problem made it so she didn't have energy. She didn't have the stamina she needed to move physically well. She was scared because she was afraid she was going to die and leave her children. So she had a lot mentally and physically that she had to overcome. And what did she do? She started to exercise. And by exercise, I mean move your body. And we'll talk in the next video about how exercise and personal transformation isn't about the big boom that you think it is. It's about little ways that we change our habits and we create new habits. And Barb was not only able to strengthen her heart and overcome her physical challenges, but to work through her grief and to overcome her mental challenges. And today she is in incredible shape. She looks amazing. She feels amazing. And she's an avid runner. I mean, amazing benefits when we focus on exercise for overall personal transformation in all of our areas of life. Also, people who exercise have been shown to be more productive, have clearer thinking, to work better at work, to be able to be more successful in their careers and their relationships. I mean, the benefits just go on and on. Now, today, we've talked about the number 2 thing we can do, the step 2 of focusing in, zooming in, and the number 1 key to personal transformation, exercise, or being active and moving our body. But we're not over yet, people. Tomorrow I'm going to share with you step 3 and an incredible opportunity for you to improve and to learn the skills of mental fortitude that I've been talking about. That's a little hint of what we'll be talking about briefly tomorrow. So your goal for tomorrow is to open that email and watch that video so that you can get that amazing opportunity that I've been working on so hard and that I just know is going to help you, because it's helped me so much. Until then, please be sure to visit my website, drchristinahibbert.com, for more and for lots of free resources to help you with all this stuff. But go and start working on your SMART goal setting. Think about how exercise might help you in your personal transformation, and then open that video tomorrow for step 3 and how you can gain this incredible opportunity to gain the skills of mental fortitude that we all need. Bye-bye, everybody.